Shalom Church. I hope everybody is staying healthy and safe. Today's reading will be looking at Proverbs 3, verse 1 to 10. So let's read it together. My son, do not forget my teaching, but keep my commands in your heart, for they will prolong your life many years and bring you peace and prosperity. Let love and faithfulness never leave you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Then you will find favor and a good name in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and shun evil. This will bring health to your body and nourishment to your bones. Honor the Lord with your wealth, with the first fruits of all your crops. Then your barn will be filled to overflowing, and your vats will brim over with new wine. So the Proverbs start with an opening, just like a father speaking to the son. Somebody who's experienced with life, speaking to somebody that is not so experienced, by saying that, son, do not forget my teaching or my direction or instruction. And what is that direction and instruction and teaching? Which is what we are reading from the next 7-8 verses. But in the opening, basically he says that keep my commands in your heart and mind, for they will prolong your life many years and bring you prosperity or abundance of peace. Okay, so what are all those teaching and instruction? First, verse 3, it says, let love and faithfulness never leave you. Love and faithfulness speak about mercy, forgiveness, kindness, and truth. Showing compassion, being obedient to follow God's will. And if we bind them around our neck, write them on the tablet of our heart, then we will find favor and good name in the sight of God and man. So binding them around our neck, writing them on the tablet of our heart speaks about living and displaying this kind of attitude or character by being merciful, forgiving, showing kindness, truthful, and so on. Right? It also actually reminds me also from the verse that comes from Hebrew 8 verse 10. It says that through the new covenant, God will actually put His laws in our minds and write them on our heart, and we are called God, as God's people or God's children. So part and parcel of being God's people and God's children is that we have that love and faithfulness bind around our neck, living and breathing, being merciful, forgiving, kindness, and so on. Okay, if we have all those virtues or character with us, then verse 4 says you will find favor or grace and a good name in the sight of God and man, right? Which means we gain favor and reputation. This verse actually remind me of the story of Joseph. Despite of all the roller coaster life that he experienced, basically he experienced the extraordinary favor from God as well as man. So let's take a look at Genesis 39 verse 2 to 6. Let's read together. The Lord was with Joseph, and he prospered, and he lived in the house of his Egyptian master. When his master saw that the Lord was with him and that the Lord gave him success in everything he did, Joseph found favor in his eyes and became his attendant. Okay, also in Genesis 39 verse 20 to 23. But while Joseph was there in prison, the Lord was with him. He showed him kindness and granted him favor in the eyes of the prison warden. So the warden put Joseph in charge of all those held in the prison, and he was made responsible for all that was done there. Okay, moving on to the next instruction or teaching. Verse 5, it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding or judgment. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. So leaning not on our own judgment or on our own understanding, I think speaks about being not, we don't have to be in control all the time. We don't have to try to control things around us, and we just have to acknowledge that we may not have the answers to all the whys. And when things did not turn out the way we want it to be, can we still trust God? Can we still have faith in him that God is still in control, and that he still loves us, he's still with us, and he's working for the good of his children? Okay, if we trust him, then verse 6 says he will make your path straight, right? Of course, previously it says in all your ways acknowledging him. So all your ways speaks about life decision that we make, like maybe moving to a new city, moving to a new job, pursuing a life partner, getting into a certain business deal or partnership, even the way we spend on certain things and how we deal with certain things in the office. These are some of the ways where we have to acknowledge him. And by acknowledging him, basically it talks about submitting to God's will by seeking his will first, and let him lead us in our decision making. Okay, verse 7 says, do not be wise in your own eyes, fear the Lord and shun evil. Fearing the Lord, I think, speaks about understanding that God will bring every deed into judgment, including every hidden things. And to shun evil speaks about to turn away from evil and our sinful ways, to refuse to do wrong, to live a life of integrity, and to live a life that is repenting from all our sinful ways. Okay, if we do that, verse 8 says that this will bring health to your body and nourishment to your bones. Right? With clean conscience, we can definitely have better sleep. We can definitely feel the peace and the joy that comes from the Lord, and that is really helpful and affecting our well-being, overall well-being. Okay, and finally, verse 9, it says, honor the Lord with your wealth or your possession, with the first fruits of all your crops. Your crops may speak about income, right? But in essence, this verse talks about knowing that everything comes from God anyway, and to honor him with what God has given us is basically to give back to God accordingly, right? And then the first stanza speaks about the first stanza says, then your barns will be filled to overflowing, and your vats will brim over with new wine. And this verse talks about when we bless the Lord with what he has blessed us with, we shall not lack, and indeed we shall have more, so that we are able to bless others. Okay, so with that, thank you very much for watching this exhortation video. See you next time. God bless.